Dear all, in this session, we will discuss about different AI based tools for research based implementations. Whether you are working on some research paper, thesis, or research project, how to use different AI platforms with prompt writing, with prompt engineering. Nowadays, thousands of AI based tools available for different applications. You might have seen that whether somebody is from academics or corporate scenario, almost everyone is using some AI based tool. Even corporate world is also migrated to the use of AI tools, and that's why lots of jobs are also under threat. You also might have seen that many top level corporate giants, they are firing, they are cost cutting because of AI. So in current scenario, we have to be aware with recent tools and technologies, so that in whatever institute, in whatever domain we are working, we can improve the productivity, we can improve performance. And when we discuss about performance enhancement, so as an academician, as a research scholar, that becomes also very important, how to use AI tools for data extraction, for research based data evaluations. In this session, we will see different implementations like diagram as code service, how to create different types of flow diagrams, sketches, images for our research work. Whether you are working on some paper or report, then in different types of research documents we have to put some flow diagrams, sequence diagrams, class diagrams, 2D 3D images. If you are from mechanical engineering, then how to create 3D objects. Generally people use CATIA, AutoCAD, or these type of software, but nowadays in AI era, these implementations can be done with some cloud based platforms. So FreeCAD is available, OpenSCAD is available. Without use of any AutoCAD, without learning any script, we will be able to work. Along with that, evidence based research, in last session also we have discussed about it. In this session also we will see some flavor of evidence based research, because 4 to 5 tools we have already covered, and some more tools we will cover today. Because this particular scenario is quite huge, thousands of tools available, 20,000, more than 20,000 tools available nowadays for different applications. Okay. But few of these tools we can cover in short time span. Another part, that is bibliometric literature review, graph digitizers, how to generate data table from a graph. You might, many times we see some graphs, some plots in research papers, and its corresponding table is not given. Okay, only graphs are plotted in high quality, in top quality journals, IEEE, ACM, you might have seen, with the research methodology directly graphs are given. So if we want to convert that graph in data table format, that also we can do with AI digitizers, graph digitizers. Okay. If that particular data table from some graph we want to take as a data set, and then we will see handling AI plagiarism issue. This is also very sensitive point nowadays. Actually, in research, in content writing, in content generation, lots of segments are associated. Few of these we will cover in this session, along with circuit designing. If you are from electrical domain, electronics, then how to generate different types of circuits. Okay. So dear participants, we are starting the demonstration part. And very first demonstration we will cover in this session is related to this diagram as code service. For this implementation, we will use different tools, different AI based platforms. Along with ChatGPT, we will be able to use different other tools. Okay. As far as ChatGPT is concerned, Gemini, Copilot, Humata, Perplexity, Corapo, thousands of tools available. But we have seen that most of the research community, most of the content writers are using these tools only for direct prompting. Okay. So direct prompt writing means we are giving some question, we are giving some query, and we are getting an answer. Okay. That is known to everybody. What is indirect prompting? Indirect prompt writing. This is also known as prompt jailbreaking or LLM jailbreaking. Okay, it should not be confused with some illegal word. Jailbreaking or indirect prompting means information that is available in LLM, that is available in large language model, we want to extract, which is not possible in direct format. For example, I want to create a flow chart. Okay, for example, so first of all I'm showing you some diagram. For example, this cloud computing. Okay, any tool, any topic we can take. Okay, for example, some particular diagram I want to create. Okay, there are certain type of diagrams. So for example, for my research paper, for my report, I want to create any of these type of diagrams. Okay, any of these type of flow charts. One way is that, one classical way is that we take its screenshot, we download it, after that we try to manipulate it, we change its brightness and contrast. Rather than doing that particular manipulation, we can generate these type of diagrams with AI in free distribution. However, these diagrams can be created directly also, but I will tell you one indirect process that is known as indirect prompting, that is known as diagram as code service. For that, we are having different types of scripts which we can work out. Which are those type of scripts? So I'm showing you such some platforms. After that we will see its demonstration. For example, this one, this type of diagram I want to create. I want to convert my research methodology in this format, in this particular diagram format. In same way, if I want to create sequence diagram of my research methodology or my algorithm or my pseudocode, whatever code step, whatever it is, I want to convert it in this format. Or I want to generate some particular different types of diagrams. So diagram GPT. Okay, for example, this type of diagram I want to create. Okay, entity relationship diagram, state diagram, class diagram, this one. This is known as diagram as code implementation in AI. And with this, we will be able to create any number of diagrams, unlimited diagrams. Otherwise, if you will ask ChatGPT to create diagram directly, then after some attempts, it will ask for the payment. It will ask for the subscription, that your today's quota is complete, your today's subscription is over, this type of message. But for my paper, for my report, I want to create many diagrams, n number of diagrams without any limitation. For that, we can use diagram as code service. This one you can see, it is available on Liga, it is available on sequencediagram.org, GraphWiz. Now we are starting demonstration part. See this very carefully. Very scratch we are starting. This is ChatGPT. First of all, I will show how to create new diagrams, very fresh diagrams from some imagination, whatever imagination we are having, whatever thought we are having, or whatever concept we are having. After that, we will see how to recreate a diagram. For example, some diagram is given in a research paper. How to create its new variant. Okay. And obviously if we are able to create its new variant, it will be without plagiarism, even without AI plagiarism, because many times it is a matter of concern that whether this diagram will be in AI plagiarism or not. All of these content will be without AI plagiarism. So what I will write in chat gpt, I will not ask chat gpt or Gemini or Copilot or Humata to generate diagram. I will ask it to generate graphviz.code. Okay, generate graphviz.code of what? For example, my area of research is quantum computing, and I want to link quantum computing with cloud security. For example, components. Okay, key components of cloud computing with association of quantum computing for security. Okay, so for example, this is my area of research, or this is my algorithm, this is my technique, or whatever it is. Okay, it may be related to education, it may be related to chemistry, it may be related to mathematics, bioinformatics, any domain. Okay, so for example, this is my topic, and on this topic I want to create some new diagram. So I have written generate graphviz.code. I am not asking it to generate image. Now enter, you will see one code will be generated. This is known as diagram as a code service. This is graphviz.code. ChatGPT is generating. You can use Perplexity also. You can use Gemini also. Any other tool, any AI tool you can use. Okay. So I will show you it on other tools also. So this code is generated. Now copy code. I will paste this code here in this website, and as soon as I will paste this code, now you can see that at right hand side this diagram is available. So what I have asked, cloud computing with merger of quantum computing for security.
Excuse me, sir.
So you can see that this diagram is generated and it is in 0% AI plagiarism, because
Sir, what is, sir, can you repeat, sir? For just
yes, sir. Yes,
one.
I'm repeating. Okay. First of all, I'm completing, then I will repeat. Okay. So, this cloud computing diagram with merger of quantum computing. Now, this is downloadable. So, you can see if I want to download in PNG format. So, you can see in JPG format, PNG format. Now, it is downloaded. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, and we can use it in our research paper, presentation, thesis, or whatever it is. Now one more demonstration, so that you will have a quick look, you will have a quick recap. For example, I am from mechanical engineering. Okay, or I am from electronics engineering. Okay, any topic we can take on whatever domain you are working. Okay, now for an example, I am from mechanical engineering, and related to mechanical engineering I want to create a flow diagram for my paper, for my report, whatever it is. Generate graph is code on what? So for example, I want to create diagram related to zero defect quality assurance in automobile assembly plant. Okay, so whatever I know about mechanical or automobile, I'm writing depending upon that. For example, I want to create a flow diagram related to zero defect quality assurance in automobile assembly plant. Okay, with integration of industry 5.0 or industry 4.0. Okay, generally we call as a 4.0 or 5.0. Okay, so it's up to you what about your pronunciation. Or so for example, I want to relate to industry 5.0. Okay, with integration to industry 5.0. For example, I am from mechanical engineering. Okay, and I need its diagram, so it will generate. So you will see, first of all, so it will collect data automatically. We are not collecting data about industry, we are not collecting data about that particular domain. This code will be generated in chat gpt. You can use Gemini also, you can use Google AI Studio also. Copy code. Now where I will paste this code, this is website graphviz online. I will share this link to all of you at end of this session. I will share all of these links to all of you. Okay, so whatever code I have pasted, I have taken, I will paste here. As soon as I have pasted this code, so you can see that this diagram is created, and you can see that how much professional and uh, complex diagram it has generated. If as a manual, if as a human researcher I want to create this type of diagram, or anybody want to create this type of diagram, you can imagine how much time it will take. At least 4 to 5 hours. Because first of all we have to take data, we have to in MS Word we will create these links, after that grouping connections, and then, but here without collecting any data manually we are able to work. Is this clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. Up to this point, is it clear to all participants?
Yes, sir.
Where to paste this, sir? The
So,
code you generated, no,
yes, sir. Actually,
where to paste?
in my presentation, I have given all links. I will share this presentation to all of you. So, this is the link in this PPT. Each and everything I have given. At end of this
Okay, sir.
session, I
Okay.
will share. Okay, but during the session,
Thank you.
I am
Thank you.
covering everything in demo mode.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, during the session I'm covering all of these things in demonstration mode, but it's reference links, where to paste, how to copy, each and everything I have given in this PPT. Okay, so this PPT, this presentation I will share at last. Okay, now for example I'm working on some research methodology, I'm working on some research topic. Okay, so what we can do, so there are some queries. Okay, all of these links I will share to all of you. For example, in my paper there is some algorithm. This one is the algorithm. Okay, for example, this one is algorithm related to quantum computing. Okay, with integration of blockchain. Okay, it is only for demonstration, nothing special. Now for example, this particular flow, these steps I want to convert in form of a flow diagram. Because in research papers, in reports, we use some methodology, we use some steps. Okay, now what we can do, if I want to convert this particular algorithm, for example this particular algorithm. Okay, this particular algorithm I want to convert in this format. So again in same way we will write here in ChatGPT. Okay, generate graphviz.code of whatever I have copied from my paper. Okay, whatever approach I have copied from my paper I will paste, and depending upon that it will generate a code, it will generate a script, and this script I will paste. Okay, so I will copy code, and in same website I will paste. Previous code I will delete, new code I will paste. And now you can see that this flow diagram is created, and this flow diagram is corresponding to my algorithm. This is my algorithm which is given in my paper, which is given in my report. Okay, so what I have done, this particular diagram is generated. So you can see, otherwise if I have to create a diagram of this particular steps of these modules, then at least 1 hour will be taken. Okay, in MS Word we will take some blocks, edit text, after that connection. But here you can see that it is generated and download in PNG format, download. So corresponding to my algorithm, this flow diagram is available. Now I will be able to paste, I will be able to insert in my paper. Okay, so, and major thing is plagiarism free, without plagiarism. Now this particular diagram I want to convert, same diagram I want to convert in sequence diagram format, in this format. Okay, convert above in sequence diagram code for sequencediagram.org. Okay, so name of the website I have given, where we have to paste in sequencediagram.org. So whatever algorithm I am having, this algorithm I want to convert in form of sequence diagram. So this is generated by ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, whatever it is, whatever code I have copied, paste. Now you can see that this particular sequence diagram is available. This is also in 0% plagiarism. Okay, so very quickly we will be able to convert text to images, or algorithm, or some particular steps to pictorial format to graphical format. So you can see that how much professional. If you will add these type of images in your research papers, in your thesis, or in your articles, then there will be better possibility, better probability of acceptance. Because you might have seen that in research segment, in our research paper, everything should be there. Everything should be there means some text, some paragraph, some algorithm, images, table, graph. If I have written a very good paper, but that is having only text, okay, only text with some equations, it will there are chances that it will be rejected. So in my paper there should be some images, there should be some graphs, some tables, and you might be knowing better than me because you are actually in that particular domain. You are submitting papers regularly. We get the rejected papers frequently, and after some time we come to know that until and unless we get a mixture of content, mixture of content means everything should be there, some equation should be there, some diagram should be there, some graphs, then it looks better, then it looks effective, that now this work is okay. So you can use this particular platform, that is ChatGPT with diagram as code service. Okay, this is alternate tool. This is alternate AI platform, that is Liga.com, and it is a free AI diagram maker. And whatever diagrams you will create, it will be in 0% plagiarism. For example, I want to create some diagrams, different components of cloud computing, and with interaction to cloudlets and virtual machines. So just randomly I am writing, for example, on this topic I want to create some diagram. Which type of diagram I want to create? Entity relationship diagram, flowchart, class diagram, or state diagram. For example, I want to create class diagram. Click class diagram, generate, and you will see that particular image will be rendered. You can see that this image rendering, this one is the diagram. Okay, if you want to download it, you will be able to download. Okay, in same way, for example, you want to create its entity relationship diagram or state diagram, generate. So liga.com, this link is also given, so you can see that this particular diagram, cloudlet, allocation of resources, request resources. Now on any other topic, for example, components of blockchain and with security and privacy integration. Okay, on this particular topic I want to create which type of diagram? Flowchart or timing diagram, okay, or class diagram, generate. Simply you have to specify in liga.com. This is also available as diagram gpt. Okay, this one is also available as diagram gpt. So you can see now download png, and now you can see that this particular class diagram is available. You will be able to put it in your paper, or you will be able to use in your presentations. Okay, whether it is presentation or something else, anywhere. So same I want to convert in flowchart or state diagram, generate. Okay, so either diagram gpt is providing you direct feature, so download. So you can see that this one, this is also plagiarism free. Okay, this one is a state diagram. So either you can use liga.com for creation of diagrams. If you want to work on ChatGPT or Perplexity, in that case you will have to write graphviz.code or that specific code. Now the question comes, which other type of diagrams we can create? Because these are only 4 to 5 type of diagrams: state diagram, flowchart, timing diagrams. I want to create different other type of diagrams. So where is that particular list? We should know. So this is the website where list of all different types of diagrams available. This is mermaid.live. So you can see at left hand side this one: flowchart, class diagram, sequence diagram, entity relationship, block diagram, radar chart, Sankey diagram. So for example, I want to create this type of diagram, that is Sankey diagram. This is timeline diagram I want to create for my paper, for my report. Tree map. Okay, so all of these types of diagrams can be generated with AI. You can see this is XY, Kanban chart, mind map. Okay, so we will see a few more demonstrations also. For example, this is mind map. Okay, I want to create this type of diagram, so I am coming again to ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Humata, so many platforms available. Any of these you can use. Now convert above for mind map diagram. Okay, so mind map code for mermaid.live. So this is known as prompt, indirect prompting, or prompt jailbreaking, or indirect accessing of information from chat gpt or from any chatbot. Not only from chat gpt, any chatbot you will be able to use. So this is the code that is generated, copy code, and this is the website mermaid. So here previous code I will delete, new code I will paste, and now you can see that this diagram is created. This is the diagram related to blockchain and quantum computing. So whatever my topic, so depending upon that, so this is there are so many components. Okay, now I want to convert with few components. So what I will write here, okay, generate mind map above mind map code with max 7 to 8 blocks. Okay, or components rather than so many, because if I will put this complete diagram in my paper, nothing will be visible. Okay, uh, it will be very difficult to check, it will be very difficult to review, because there are 30-40 blocks. So I want to take most important 7 to 8 components. So I can specify most important 7 to 8 components, and on those 7 to 8 components I want to create a mind map. Copy code, previous code delete, new code paste, and as soon as new code is pasted, so few diagrams, few blocks will be available. So you can see that it will be refined. Okay, if I want to refine to more uh, further level, that can also be done. Okay, in same way class diagram, this one. So if you want to create colored diagrams, okay, RGB based diagram, colored plots, then you can use this one. Okay, in same way architecture diagram, so you can use it. So many tools available. Okay, so different types of scripts available. Now dear participants, we will see one more very important part, that is known as image recreation, diagram recreation. For that, I will first of all I will show you one research paper. This one is the research paper, so it is only for demonstration, nothing special. I have downloaded it randomly from internet, from Google Scholar. So this one, now I want to do something, I want to extract some data, I want to write literature review on this paper, I want to recreate some images. This one I'm placing it in this way. Okay, is this visible to all of you? Kindly confirm, is this visible to all participants and audible also? Whether screen is visible and
Yes, sir.
okay, so you can see that in this paper there are some diagrams, some figures, some tables. Okay, so this one is equation, tables. Now what is my problem statement, or what is my what I want to do with this particular paper? For example, I want to summarize this paper, or I want to write 4 to 5 lines about this paper in my own language. That is one use case. One use case is I want to rewrite this paper, or I want to define this paper in 4 to 5 lines. That is known as literature review. Earlier on, we were discussing that, for example,
Yes, sir.
I want to extract some data. So there are multiple use cases related to research. One way, I want to summarize this paper. I want to write few lines about this paper in my own language. And we were discussing that many times papers are rejected because of the improper use of English. We are not We may not be having very good English. So for example, we have to write in our own language about this paper. So what we will write: okay, this paper is related to IoT and it is working on 6G wireless network. Then we try to find some words in between the paper. Then from those words in between the paper, we try to make sentences. Okay, so many times that particular thing becomes unprofessional and papers are not accepted. So that is one case. For that, we can make use of AI. I will show you the platform. Okay, second use case, we will see this particular figure. For example, this particular figure, figure 3. Okay, just randomly, I want to use this figure 3 in my paper, in my report, but without plagiarism. If I directly take its screenshot, it will come under plagiarism. It will be unethical. Okay, I want to recreate this figure 3. Many times, what happens, just to satisfy ourselves, what we do, we try to create this figure manually in MS Word by viewing. Okay, at in MS Word, we are trying to create this similar image, similar blocks, and then we feel satisfied that now it will not come under plagiarism. But again, that is under plagiarism. Why? Because we have created a replica of some image by watching. This is also unethical. Rather than taking screenshot or creating replica in MS Word or creating replica in Photoshop Paintbrush, what we can do, we can recreate this figure 3 in other variant. That this is second case we will cover in this session with demo. After that, I want to fetch data of this table 1. This table 1, if I try to copy this particular data, then formatting will be damaged. I want to take this table 1, and without any plagiarism issue, I want to take data set from this particular table, table 2, and I want to change something. So for all of these features, for all of these things, I can use AI. If I want to find out research gaps from this paper, in almost every research paper, research gaps are not written. So you can see with control F, I'm searching research gap. It will show no results found. Okay, if I want to find out what is problem statement in this paper, problem statement is also result not found. So you can see no results found, because in almost every paper, research gap, problem statement, and problem identification, these classical terms are not written. So we have to extract it manually. We have to read this paper from first page to last page. Rather than manual work, what we can do, we can take use of AI. We can take help of AI, because single paper we can read, but if you are having thousands, hundreds of papers, because when we work on research based implementation, then we are not having single paper for literature review. For literature review in a research paper also, we have to take at least 15 to 20 papers. In thesis, in dissertations, we have to work on hundreds of papers. So single paper you can read, to you can identify problem statement, but what about 100 papers, what about 200 papers? You can imagine how many months it will take to create a literature review of 100 papers manually. For that, we can take use of AI. We can take help of AI, and Humata is one of that. Humata tool, humata.ai. Okay, I am giving its link also, because some participants were asking. Humata. Okay, at end of this session, I will share this link also. This one. It is similar to chat PDF, chat doc AI. So many AI tools available for data analysis. So I'm logging in with my Google account. Okay, you can use chat PDF also, you can use doc PDF also, you can use doc AI also. Any tools you will be able to use. Okay, so I'm logging in with my Google account, and I'm having its free account. I'm not using any paid account of Humata. Okay, so we are currently logging in. After that, I will show you some implementations. This is app.humata.ai. Now, what I will do. So, one paper I have uploaded. You can see this is same paper, IoT based big data 6G or whatever it is. Now, I want to extract data from this paper. Ask. So you can see that this paper, at one side we are having chat window, at other side we are having this particular research paper. Now from this particular research paper, at right hand side, I want to find out problem statement, research gaps, and main findings, and in table format. Okay, now you can see main work, findings, problem statement, main work, findings in table format. So you can see that this one, this is problem statement, this is main work, this one is finding, and along with citation from where it has taken. This one, key findings in this paper with feature scope. So you can see that these are the key findings in this paper, and feature scope includes this one. Whether future scope is there or not, even if future scope is not written in this paper, still it will find out the problem, the future gap or future work. You can see that future direction is given. There is no research gap. Now I so as we have previously checked, there is nothing written about research gaps. I want to find out research gaps in this paper, research gaps and limitations in this paper. So I'm writing here, and even if research gap and limitations are not written anywhere in this paper, it will find out, it will read this paper from first page to last page, and it will give you the results, that what may be the limitation or research gap. Okay, so it is identifying, and it will give you that particular result. Okay, if I want to recreate some particular image, that can also be done. So we are extracting some data, so you can see that this one, these are the research gaps and limitations. Is it visible to all of you? Kindly confirm. Is it all?
Yes, sir.
So
Visible.
you can see, otherwise research gaps and limitations are not written anywhere in this particular paper. But with AI tool, we are able to find out, because in literature review we have to give it. Now, if I want to check, if I want to extract all of these things in table format, for example, problem statement, findings, results, methods, research methods or research methodology in table format. So this entire paper I want to convert in table format with my own fields. Which are my fields? My fields are problem statement, findings, results, research methods. Now you can see it is available. Now it is done. How much it is easy. Okay, so you can see, otherwise to create this table manually, you can imagine how much time it will take only on single paper. If you are having 20-30 papers, then how much time it will take to create a literature review. So this is one use case, this is one scenario to extract problem statement findings. Now another scenario, second use case, this is figure 3. I want to use this figure 3 but in different format, in another format, okay, in other variant, rather than copy paste or rather than creating by watching. I want to recreate this image. So what I will do, generate, same way, same method we will use, graphviz dot code of all components and links in figure 3. This is figure 3 in this paper. I want to generate graphviz dot code of all components. All components means all of these blocks and links. Now you can see this code is generated. Now I will copy this code. This is the code. I will copy this code from here to this point. Copy that website, I will open, and I will paste that code which I have taken from that particular uh, platform, Humata. Now you can see that that particular image is converted in this format. Now this image, nobody can say that this image is a replica of this image, this diagram. This is the actual diagram, this one. It is converted in this format. Now no AI software can detect, or no AI software can recognize that these two images are same. These two images has nothing to do with each other directly. This is known as indirect image formation, indirect image creation. Okay, in same way, if I want to create this one, another replica of figure 4, and any number of images can be created, because many times this question arise that if some other person also writing same prompt, for example 100 people are giving this particular prompt, then what will happen, whether this image will be generated or any other image will be generated. If 100 people, if 100 researchers are giving same prompt, then 100 new images will be created. It means infinite images can be created, infinite variants can be created, corresponding to a single diagram, corresponding to a single text. For example, if I create another variant of this figure 5, 10 different people, 10 different researchers are giving same prompt, generate graphviz.code of figure 5, then 10 new images will be created rather than same image. Okay, now if I want to extract some data, for example I want to take some data from this paper and I want to use it as a data set. Okay, extract data from table 4. So you can see this is table 4. So Humata, Chat PDF, PDF AI, thousands of tools available. Any of these you can use. It's up to you whether you want to use Chat PDF, Chat GPT, or Chat AI. Any of these tools you will be able to use. Okay, so you can see that previously also we have generated the data. So you can see extract table, extract data from table 2, convert it in numbers. Okay, so this one. Okay, if I want to extract data from a particular table, if I want to extract data from a specific block, that can be done. Okay, so whether it is problem statement or it is related to research findings, or it is related to research statement, research gaps, anything you will be able to extract. You want to extract data, so you will be able to do it. Okay, extract data from table 1. Okay, or table 1, table 2, whatever it is. So first of all I will see where is table 1, and that particular data table I want to use in as my data set. So that can be done. Okay, so that particular prompt you can specify and it will done. In alternate you can use Chat PDF also. Here also you can upload a paper and After uploading the paper, for example, this one is the paper you have uploaded, and after uploading this paper in chat PDF, you want to generate this one. Okay, for example, summarize or generate table of main work findings, conclusion, methods used. So you can see that this is generated. Generate table of main work findings, conclusion, methods used. So chat PDF you can use. There is one more platform, thousands of tools available. Okay, I'm covering showing few of these. Charlie.ai, very powerful tool. You can use Charlie. Sign in. I'm signing in with my Google account. Okay, either you can use Humata is also very powerful platform for data analytics. So this is Charlie. So for example, this particular paper I want to extract. As far as speed is concerned, it is very fast. So you can see that this one. So this is Charlie.ai. Okay, so now using Charlie.ai, I want to take some data. For example, this particular paper, this particular document. Okay, fetch, okay, or extract results or problem statement, results, findings, methods, future scope in. Okay, so after this I will convert in table format. Okay, this one. So for these type of implementations, only internet speed you should be having very good. Okay, so you can see findings, methods, future work, how much it is fast. Convert above in table format with two columns or with three columns, with five columns, any number of columns, any number of blocks you can specify. So you can give your own format of table, how many columns you need, how many rows you need. Automatically it will adjust that data. So you can see that this is problem statement, results, findings, which methods are used. Okay, so you will be able to work on it. So it is converted in table format. Okay, so these tools you can use as a tool, as an assistant, as AI assistant, rather than overnight paper writing, because many times these things look a quick tool for overnight writing. So rather than that, we can use these platforms as an assistant where we are stuck, where we are blocked, and we have to convert our data in a particular format. Okay, so if you want to convert in table format with particular number of columns, that can also be done. So Humata or any other. So if you want to upload a folder, for example, you have 50, 60 papers, 100 papers, and out of those 100 papers you want to create a literature review, so add folder. So all different number of files will be added, and then you can get desired results. Okay, is this clear to all of you? Is it clear? Is it visible, audible, fine to all participants? Kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will see some more tools. Now we are covering one very important topic in AI that is also required in uh, research, that is known as multimodal image search. Okay, so for that I will use updf.com. Now I'm covering multimodal image chat. First of all, we should be clear what is meaning of multimodal image chat. Okay, this one. So first of all, I'm logging in. Otherwise, it will ask for login. So I'm using free account of all of these platforms. We can log in with our Gmail account, and Now you can see this one is the platform, and this part we will cover now. Chat with image, this is also known as multimodal image chat. What is meaning of multimodal image chat? For example, we are having some particular diagram. Okay, for demonstration I'm taking one diagram from internet, blockchain 6G. Okay, just for demonstration I'm taking. Okay, not any particular reason. Now, any random diagram, for example, you are having some diagram, you have some image in your research paper, and uh, you want to use block diagram. Now this one is the image. Now you can see, for example, this is one image I am using in my research paper or thesis. I'm downloading it. You might have seen that when we use some image or figure in paper or in report, we have to describe it. Without description of any image, it is not accepted. For example, this is figure 1. So I have to write in my own language what is figure 1. So, in 2 to 3 lines we have to define it. So again same problem arise. If our English is not good, or even if our English is good, even then how much time it will take to write few lines about image. So if I am given the task to write 2 to 3 lines about this image, then what I will write? Okay, figure 1 depicts different components of AI enhanced IoT in 6G. Okay, it includes cloud computing, security. So what we do, whatever we are watching, whatever we are reading, the keywords from image, and we start writing in our own language, in our own sentences. That is good, but it may not be acceptable. It may not be acceptable professionally. So whatever we are watching, we have written. Okay, so it includes this one, this is very effective, this is very advantageous. So we write in our own words rather than professional English. So what we can do for image description, we can use AI based tools. UPDF. So for example, this is one image, one more image. For example, this is a second image. This one is second image. Now, if this image I am using in my paper, okay, so for example, this image I am using in my paper. So how much complex it is to write few 2 to 3 lines. So what I will write? Figure 2 depicts mobile edge computing with integration of 6G. Okay, then you can see AI is related to 6G, blockchain is related to mobile edge. These are interrelated. By which way we will write? It will be very difficult. If somebody will ask, for example, I am giving presentation on this particular slide, on this particular image, then anybody can ask that, okay, what is relationship of AI with 6G wireless? You have connected these. Okay, AI is linked with 6G. Why you have given connection? Why you have given connection from blockchain to mobile edge computing? For example, I'm teaching this topic in classroom. Anybody can ask, what is metaverse, what is empower metaverse? So for these type of doubts, for these type of confusions, we can take use of AI, either to explain this image or to get different connections. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, so in clear way we can take. Now I will upload, this is the platform UPDF, multimodal image chat. Chat with image. I will upload that paper, that particular image on this platform. This one, drag and drop. Now, which image? For example, this one is the image I want to explain. As soon as I will upload this image, automatically it will give me the prompt, explain this image. Now, this explanation I can use in my paper. Okay, for example, this one, explain, and it will give me the prompt to explain. And so many other platforms available, not only this, any other tool you can use. There is a complete list of different AI based tools for image description. Now explain this image. You can see that. So okay, I will log in. We can log in with some other account. There are per day limits on these tools, so you will be able to shift on multiple platforms. So 5 to 6 images you will be able to use. So this explain this image. It is extracting complete data, and it will give you that particular explanation. So you can see that now this is professional description of this image. So here we can write the image. So figure 1 illustrates this one. So it is explaining this image in table format as well as in uh, paragraph format. So you can see that this one. Where is my actual image? This is the actual image. So I will show you. This is the actual image. So once it is done, and then I will show. This is the actual image. Okay, now this image is getting explained by AI tool. Automatically all components are extracted, and it is explaining in very professional way each and every component. Now for report or for papers, we want to convert this entire content in paragraph format. Okay, in concise paragraph. Okay, because in a for presentation it is fine. For PPT, if I want to give this one, it is good. But in research papers, in thesis, in dissertations, we have to give explanation of some image in paragraph format, or in 2 to 3 lines. Okay, so this one. So rather than table, it is explaining this image in paragraph format. Now you can see this is very professional. So here we can write the figure 1. After that illustrates how AI interaction is this. Now if I want to get some doubts, if I'm having some doubt, I want to get explanation like what is the relationship of blockchain with this AI IoT. Okay, uh, as a teacher, as a presenter, if I have given this slide, this particular image in my slide, then anybody can ask that why you have written blockchain and its connection with AI. So same doubt I can ask to AI. Okay, so what I will do, relation of blockchain with AI IoT in image. So whatever question I think that it may be asked by anybody, same question I can put here. So what is the relationship of blockchain with this? So if I want to write 100 pages only on this image, it can be possible. Okay, rather than single paragraph, rather than 2 to 3 lines, if we want to write 50, 60 pages only on this diagram, that is possible. Okay, you can imagine how many possible permutations are there. Okay, so what is the relationship of this with this particular part? In same way, any other image, for example, any other image you can take, delete. I'm taking one more image, for example, block diagram, quantum computing. Okay, just for demonstration I'm taking random diagram. And for example, you are having you have seen some diagram in a book, you have taken photograph, you have taken snap from your mobile phone, and then you get its explanation. Okay, for teaching learning, for example, this image, for example, this topic I am teaching. Okay, or this image I have put in my research paper. Now anybody can ask different type of questions. Okay, explain room temperature control with this classical compute. Okay, so this is what quantum computing. Now I want to write few lines or detailed data about this particular diagram. If I am giving presentation in classroom, then anybody can ask any question from this image. So before facing the audience, we can prepare all possible permutations. That is one way. Another way, as a researcher, if this is my diagram in my research paper or report, then I will have to explain each component explicitly. So what I will do, I will upload it on this particular platform, UPDF. In same way, I will upload this PNG file, and as soon as it will be uploaded, then explain this image. I want to write few lines, I want to write paragraph, I want to write a chapter on this book, I want to create a presentation on this particular image. So you can see that each and every component is getting explained very professionally about this particular image. So you can see cyrogenic control. So for teaching also you can use. So for example, some photograph, some diagram you have seen in any research paper or book, you have taken its screenshot, and then you can get its detailed explanation. You can see that this one. Okay, now so you can see this is diagram. For example, some point is not clear to me, like this is cyrogenic control. I want detailed explanation of cyrogenic control. So what I will do, elaborate cyrogenic control and its relation to, relation to which, for example, its relation to quantum plane. Okay, or topological qubits, topological qubits in short paragraph. Okay, so you can see that what is cyrogenic control. It will give me very easy explanation and its relation to whatever component it is connected in that particular paper or in that particular book. So you can see this is very professional outcome. Okay, this one. So whatever image I have uploaded, whether it is my own image, even hand drawn image also. For example, using pen, paper, pencil, I have drawn some sketches, I have drawn some image on paper. Okay, on rough work, roughly I have created some images with my pen, and I want to write few lines, I want to write some literature on that. So I will take its photograph from my mobile phone and I will upload here. It will give me detailed explanation. Okay, so for whether it is for research, for teaching learning, for even if you are creating some book, because all of you are academicians, many times we think to publish some books, to write some books. Okay, so if you are writing some books, for that also on a detailed explanation of single image can be done. For thesis dissertation also can be done, for research papers also. So there are multiple use cases, not only single. So there are thousands of tools available which you can use in AI segment. Okay, because of the short time span, it becomes challenging to cover so many tools. Okay, if we will touch only few tool or multiple tools, that is also not justifiable. Okay, so whatever tools I have covered in this session, you can practice, you can have hands-on on your own laptops, and you can finish your research work easily.